My name is Monica Akech Dorothy of Now Cancer Survivor Notebook. I'm a survivor, like you've heard, of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 2. I underwent chemo in 2020 and was declared free 2025 July. Here are some of the early signs that I got. They were confusing because I started having these signs 6 months after my husband died. So most people thought I was grieving because I started losing weight almost weekly. I would lose a kilogram or so. And then I started getting bloated, ulcers. Then I was diagnosed with ulcers, H. pylori. I'd never really known much about that, though I'd heard my daughter was in school. She was always coming up. We go to hospital and they say something about H. pylori. So mine was persistent. I had the first treatment. I came back after 2 weeks. They gave me another, and it still didn't change. I kept having a lot of discomfort in the stomach. Many tests were done for almost a year, and they were not yet really seeing what cancer, because at that point we were already in the corridors of you might have cancer. But which one was the problem? And with cancer, they don't treat unless they know what cancer you have. So I was just there almost a whole year of moving hospitals, doing blood works and everything, to no avail. Late 2019, I ended up having an emergency surgery where my spleen was removed, and that is how they realized that I have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 2 when they did a biopsy. Prior everything, I was a member of the Uganda Cancer Society. As a co-founder of an NGO called Thrive a Woman Uganda, which sensitizes people about cervical cancer prevention and general awareness. I used to go to Cancer Institute for meetings in the boardroom, and but when I would pass the Cancer Institute, if anyone knows the Cancer Institute, you walk and along the way you'll see patients. The fear that everyone has, I also had it. And I didn't want to look at patients because you look at pain and you feel I'm helpless. I can't do anything. So my thing that I used to do was walk through and shut down my mind. I would blank people and I go to the meetings, I come out. There's so much fear right now in the public about cancer because most of us don't know where cancer comes from. And I think that's a big thing, because we don't know how to prevent it. You just have to live right. But when you end up at Uganda Cancer Institute, the first thing you should deal with is your fear. It's human to fear, but it's also human to overcome fear. So find ways of knowing that it will come, you're in the right place, and you let yourself be a patient, and then you're treated and you come out fine. That is something I did. I had so many things that were not going well then, but I stopped fighting. And when I surrendered to God, I keep talking about God. You can't do this journey without God, definitely. I feel like the staff are overwhelmed, maybe because there are so many numbers of patients, because cancer is growing on a daily. But generally, the ratio of staff to the patients seems wanting. And with that, I sensed that the staff get tired and sometimes their moods are off. I think they need some help in psychotherapy just to help. I don't know whether they have it, but that's a recommendation generally for staff. When someone is sick, that's the time they most need love. They need reassurance. They need care. They need just you who is kind of having their life in their hand, in your hands. You're the first person they need assurance from that, it will be well. But if the signals are not nice, it puts down a patient. My other recommendation is the Institute should involve survivors in supporting the patients that are on board right now. We seem to understand certain things that probably even the medical people don't understand. I, for one, I am willing to be part of that because I was helped by a fellow patient while on board. She's the one who kind of inducted me on what to do because she was in her second phase of the disease. So survivors, I call upon you out there, please come and we help others as well. Come, we give hope to people through the Institute. I would wish the Institute to train us in things we don't know. For us, we know the experiential side of the disease, but we are open if you allow us to help us. I'm speaking for survivors that I'm assuming are coming on board. Thank you.